Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. So today's video is all about the beauty blender. I get countless questions about these little suckers. So in today's video, I'm going to show you 10 ways that you can use your beauty blender. And here's a little spoiler, I pretty much applied this entire face of makeup with this beauty blender. So if you are interested in learning 10 different ways that you can use your beauty blender, then please keep on watching.
So the first clever way to use your beauty blender is to apply skincare. Did you know that you can use a damp beauty blender to apply face serums, face creams, eye creams, anything like that? And the cooling effect of the damp beauty blender on the skin can actually also help reduce swelling and puffiness that you might have around your eyes when you wake up in the morning. Number 2 is using your beauty blender to apply SelfTanner. I find that when I do apply my SelfTanner with a damp beauty blender sponge, that it really reduces the risk of any patchiness or lines on the skin. Another great tip is to use it to apply the SelfTanner to the back of your hands. I know that we've all had self-tan dramas on the hands, and the beauty blender is honestly the best way to avoid it. As you can see here, you can also use the beauty blender with some fake tan to naturally contour the face, and then you will look chiseled without having to wear any makeup. Number 3 is to prime your skin before applying your makeup with a beauty blender. Same way that you apply skincare, just use the damp sponge to blend the product all over your face. It will give you a much smoother finish and cleaner canvas to pop your foundation over the top of. Number 4 is, of course, foundation. We are all familiar with using this amazing sponge to apply our foundation. I love it as a makeup artist because it gives the skin a really airbrushed and smooth finish and you get no foundation lines. And it also means that you can use full coverage foundations in a more natural way for a daytime makeup look. Number 5 is concealer, and I find this to be the best method of applying and blending out concealer underneath the eyes. I would say definitely that when you use a beauty blender to blend out concealer underneath your eyes, that you nearly 100% reduce the chances of the makeup creasing and settling into the fine lines around the eyes. And it's also great for blending concealer in other areas of the face. Number 6 is using your beauty blender to apply powder to set the face, and if there's anything that you can take from this video, this tip is my number 1. It completely changes the look of your skin. So take the damp beauty blender directly into the powder, whether it's a pressed or a loose, it doesn't matter, and then go directly into the skin using dabbing motions to apply the product. As you can see, you can use it to bake, but you can also use it to set your entire face, and I promise you it will nearly eradicate all pores and fine lines. Number 7 is contouring. Have you ever tried to contour and end up looking all stripy and like a hot mess? I hear you, girl, we've all been there, and using the beauty blender to apply contouring products is actually one of the greatest ways to get a really beautiful natural contour without it looking too stripy and crazy in real life. So once again, dampen up that sponge and use the smaller tip of the blender to go directly into the cream product and apply it to the contoured areas of your face. But as you can see here, not only does it work with a cream contour, it also works amazingly with a powder contour. Directions are exactly the same, just use dabbing motions, starting with smaller amounts of products and building it up into the areas of your face that you want to look chiseled, and you will have the most natural and amazing contour ever. Number 8 is using your beauty blender to apply cheek products like blushes and highlighting powders. I find that this works with both cream and powder products. It just depends on your skin type and what works for you. I typically, for blush, use the rounder, larger end of the sponge. Just using soft dabbing motions, I gently blend the product onto the apples of my cheeks and up towards the temples. And then with highlighting products, once again, this works with both powder and cream products. I take the smaller, pointier end of the sponge, pick up the product on the end, and then gently dab it to the highest points of my face. So for me, that is the cheekbones, above the brow bone, down the bridge and on the tip of the nose, and then also the cupid's bow area to give the face a really natural, glowy, dewy look. Number 9 is eyeshadows. Now, I know that you're all probably raising your eyebrows right now, but I promise you this works amazingly. As you can see here, I'm using it to apply a cream shadow. It looks beautiful and blended. But now I'm going to show you exactly how it works with powder eyeshadow. So once again, using the smaller portion of the sponge because the eyes are a smaller area. Pick up a tiny bit of the product and then dab it directly onto the eyelid. I've just applied a lid color. Now I'm applying a crease and outer V color. It just makes the eyeshadows look so impeccably blended without having to spend hours with a brush. Last but not least is number 10, lipstick. You can absolutely use your beauty blender to buff out lipstick. Definitely works for those of you that like more of a tinted stain look as opposed to a really harsh lipstick line. And this is also great for daytime wear at work, at school, or at the office when you want to look made up but not too heavy with the makeup. And then the last trick is to use your beauty blender to apply mascara. Just kidding. Don't ever do that, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!
In this video, I'm going to be reviewing another foundation. We all know that I freaking love foundations. Testing and trying new foundations is like a secret passion of mine. But today